Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm super glad that you would stop by and take the time because there's a lot of options out there and I feel super blessed that that's going on. I am noticing and had noticed we have a gardener in the background in the apartments behind where I live, and hopefully that won't be an obstruction to this reading. Let's cross our fingers. Now today is January 31st, 2020, last day of the month, and I truly was thinking this morning about the month and just how I think I covered every single emotion on the spectrum of emotions this month. And I would say the good far outweighed the more challenging. And I'm hoping that's how a lot of you are feeling, because we did enter into a different energy with all the heaviness of the Capricorn signs and, just more serious, I guess, into Aquarian season, and a lot of the planets starting to go into Aquarian. So yeah, that lightened it up a bit. We have the moon in Aries for the remainder of the day till about 7:30 tonight or so. And that will be, Eastern Standard Time, and then it turns into Taurus, another earth sign, but one of sensuality and all the, the senses of our lives, the things we feel and taste and smell and hold dear to ourselves. So yes, happy last day of the month, happy Friday. We did not have a moving number. For those that are new, I'm a tarot reader and I do a daily I Ching coin message from my loving and old oracle that I've had for a long time, but that's been around way, way longer than I've had it. And so I did the hexagram and it came up with the one today, which is very, very beautiful. And I love the title of it. It is number 27, and that is nourishment. And I'm starting to hear that, forgive me. The upper part of the hexagram is Ken, which is mountain, arresting progress. The lower part is Chen, thunder and movement. And it's interesting, 27 is equals to a 9, which is the end, and it is the end of the month. I indicates, I is the title. I indicates that with firm correctness there will be good fortune. We must look at what we are seeking to nourish, and by the exercising of our thoughts seek the proper alignment. Well, this is fantastic for overall general energy and questions. If you're asking a question, I always invite people to do your questions at home and see if it, resonates with it. But also just, I lost my train of thought. The term and the wording on this, seeking the nourishment to exercise the thoughts to proper alignment, which is what I've been emphasizing with my beautiful new deck, which is called the SUPER ATTRACTOR. Excuse me, I have to stand up. SUPER ATTRACTOR for manifesting and being in alignment with that we choose and really want in our lives. So there's a beautiful synchronicity there. Now, because we don't have any moving numbers, that's the one message, beautiful as it is. And I'm going to do an overall tarot card. Now, what I did was I shuffled ahead of time and I pulled a card because I am using the El Gran Tarot Satorico. And I've used it in the past about 2.5, 3 months ago. It's one of my many that I was given and I'm still studying up on, so I didn't want to make an error on what I would be pulling. But what I'd like to do though, because what I pulled was for the overall energy for all of us, is the Queen of Pentacles. And that seems so very fitting to me. It is the earth sign quality, the Pentacles, and it is either Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Very suiting for what we're going through planetary-wise right now. It is the Queen, which could also be, it doesn't matter about the gender, but somebody who's pretty established in their lifetime at this point. And it doesn't mean because you're older, you could be younger and established. But this person has persevered and they have worked for everything they have, and they are now at a place of comfort and more ease, and they recognize their capabilities, and it didn't come easily necessarily. And I love in this particular art and depiction of it, the way the Queen has on the red, beautiful for power and strength color, with the side cape being black, which is, a little bit of a shadow because nothing has its perfectness. I mean, it has to have the, yin and yang, and it has to have the trial and error, if you will, in life. Finding that balance. And all of that was consistently persevered and reached a point of wonderful culmination of pretty much anything and everything a person had sought out to accomplish, I guess. And so I love that. And I think it's wonderful for the overall energy for today, and I think it makes sense. And the moon is going into Taurus tomorrow for a couple of days, so I love it. Now, I did that, like I said, because I wanted to make sure that I knew what the card was, but I'm going to pull a second. I feel inclined to do so, and hopefully I'll understand what it is, because they have different interpretations, and which I love. I love learning it. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, this particular book that comes with it does not have the answers to that. Okay, I do know this. I had to look for a moment. This is the Six of Swords. Yes, I love it. I'm really glad I did pull another one. Now, the Six of Swords, you can see there are swords forming a triangular, which is very awesome. You know, it has that pyramid kind of beautiful symbolism. And it is the Six of Swords, which always denotes moving away from problems and trials and challenges and moving to smoother waters. If you're looking at the white, I always do this, I don't know why, the Rider-Waite deck, forgive me, and you see a man on a ship or a woman and a man, and you've got a little rough waters right around the boat, but they're sailing to smoother, better times ahead. And I love it because, you know, this was a month of an eclipse and a lot of transformation, a lot of change. I too am undergoing and have a change as of today, effective from that change from the last year and a half. And I think of it as a positive. But there were some, you know, energies in it that weren't always comfortable. And I feel lighter and especially appreciative for it today than I think I have the whole time. And we're starting fresh, you know, tomorrow's February. So we have a whole nother month. Now, mind you, and of course the swords represent the air qualities, and that can be Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And they are very much mind and intellectual, provoking kind of sign. People say sometimes a little standoffish, and it's never really intended. And I can say that from my heart because I'm a Libra. It's just that we kind of think here and then we go down here. And then if you have other signs or other sun signs, which we all do in our charts, that help to soften that makes it better. Sometimes some people do, some don't. So, but I guess my point as well was that, I don't know, just knowing that, oh, in February we are going to be having our retrograde, our first of 3 this year. And it'll actually start pretty much tomorrow if you haven't already felt some of the little bit of changes coming unexpectedly and what have you. And that's okay. It actually, once again, if you want to look at the positive, which I prefer to do and which I love to bring to you, it will bring the opportunity for retrospection, redoing, renewing, resting, retreat. I mean, all the things that are important. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend you start something new. I never would. And you want to recheck things and appointments if you have businesses, travel plans, you know, tickets, just kind of double checking, you know, that's basically what it's about. But it gives you a chance to kind of relax in a way and just kind of review the things you have already put into action, which is exactly what I plan on doing in February. So I hope that's helpful and you can relate to those energies for today's overall general energy. And we'll finish with our Super Attractor card, because they are some beautiful, beautiful wisdom that comes from these cards. And I, for one, am loving them. So this was yesterday's. I'll just stick it in here and do a couple of shuffles and say that, yes, I hope, like I said, this finds you all well. I am doing wonderful, and it's like about 65 degrees out. So I had to do some errands just after work before coming home. And you could just feel in the air. Everybody's like, it's spring, an early spring. And I don't know, we'll see when, Groundhog Day on Sunday, when we find out whether the groundhog sees a shadow or not for another 6 weeks of winter, right? I know it seems funny, but a lot of times I think it's been really accurate. I don't even know how they do that. Oh my goodness, another new one. Thank you so much for helping us to keep in the loop and being guided with these wonderful, wonderful manifestation guidance cards. When I connect to the spiritual realm, I open the door to receive divine guidance, clear direction, and great wisdom. That's right. That's why you're here, right? That's why we're all just trying to figure it out. What a gorgeous, gorgeous message. Yes, I'm all for this. Let's do this, everyone. Do it with me. Be a part of the life you want to be and make it happen, because you can. And thank you so much for, once again, stopping by. Please do like and comment. I love to have that interaction with you. I really do. And I wish you a great weekend, but I will be back here tomorrow. Feel free to check on in and see about your messages that will be there for you. And then Monday will be the weekly that I do. And I actually have somebody coming on Saturday to help me with websites. So let's see where that goes, okay, and transpires, because I look forward to doing readings and a lot of evolving that'll happen in the next, certainly, year and onward. So until then, you take care. Bye for now.